From the Tri-State Sports Leader, this is WGEM Sports.
Despite the conditions earlier in the week, today was a perfect day to step outside and watch some softball. Coach Hens and the QHS crew getting set to take on Rushville. It was all Rockets early on in this one. How about Italy Ford up to bat? Crushes this ball in a deep center field. It gets over the outfielder's head, and the purple and gold, they strike first, bringing home the runner. And there was more where that came from. Later that inning, Elliott Hood rips this one out of the infield, and Ford would come home to score with ease. And just like that, the Rockets were up 2-0. They scored 5 in the first frame. Quincy's turn to answer. Kate Medemeyer sends this pitch past the third baseman. And just like that, the Blue Devils bring one home. More from QHS. Paige Kerfman sends a high-flying ball into the outfield. Rushville's got a girl there, but Quincy would bring home one off the sac fly. Lots of offense on display tonight, and Quincy would edge out Rushville 16-13. And other softball scores from tonight in Illinois. Beardstown takes down West Central 4-3, and then across the river in girls soccer, Hannibal gets the win over Marshall 4-2. Highland made the trip across the river to take on QND. Brody Howe on the bump and got things started, fanning the Highland batter for the strikeout. Bottom second, Gavin Dolman up to the plate. He clobbers this pitch, and this one's back, and gone for the solo shot. QND out to a 1-0 lead early on. Lots of winning this matchup, and the Raiders took advantage. Later that inning, Oliver Triplett sends a fly ball into left field. Highland's able to make the play, but Evan Kenning would come in to score for the Raiders. Offense wouldn't slow down there for Quincy Notre Dame, and they would take down the Cougars 12-2. And other baseball schools, Illini West gets the win over Rushville 9-8. Pittsfield defeats Brown County 7-1. Unity defeats Beardstown 8-1. Southeastern gets by Bushnell 8-6, and Payson defeats West Hancock 3-2. We have more sports coverage on the way. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back after this.